Okay, so the equation for torque is going to be R cross F, which when we do this, since it's a cross product, is going to be RF sine theta. If you look on your equation sheet, you will find this equation on your equation sheet that torque is equal to RF sine theta, which means that if I have a lever arm and I apply a force at a 90-degree angle, there's no torque, right? So if this is my door hinge and I pull on the door, I'm not twisting the door, I'm pulling on the door. I'm trying to pull it out of its door frame. That's not a twist. Torque is all about the twist. And so if I want to deal with the torque, I'm dealing with the 90-degree angle. The further I am from the fulcrum, from the pivot point, from the hinge, the greater the torque is. You could see that, the greater the torque is. If I apply a greater force, the greater the torque is. If I am closer to 90 degrees, the greater the torque is. And so by applying a force, I'm able to create a twist. If I have two equal forces, one at a short distance, one at a long distance, the torque at the force at the long distance is creating a greater torque. If I have two forces and one is at a 60-degree angle and one is at a 90-degree angle, sine of 60 is greater than the sine of 60 is less than the sine of 90, which means that the force being applied at 90 degrees is creating a greater torque. So keep that in mind when doing problems, that the basic equation is here. Now, when we do larger torque problem where we have multiple torques acting on an object, what we're ultimately saying is that the sum of the torques has to equal zero, which are the torques clockwise minus the torques counterclockwise have to equal zero, which means that the torques clockwise equal the torques counterclockwise. That leads to a whole series of RF sine theta issues. When everything's at 90 degrees, we can just do RF. But if we have any angles whatsoever other than 90, the force is not acting perpendicular, then we must use the sine of theta. If you have any questions, as always, let me know.